And I can just begin with just another simple introduction. Introduction to the nature of mind, to mind just as it is, spontaneous and free, like all of nature. And to know the nature of mind just for a moment, a very short moment, stop thinking. What remains? What remains when we stop thinking? We can recognize a sense of alertness, clarity and cognizance. And this alertness pervades the stopping thinking, and it pervades the starting thinking. The non-stopping thinking, maybe. Pervades all of these. Whatever you experience, we can see this power to experience, we simply title open intelligence. Intelligence, we all know, have some direct experience of intelligence. And now we can look at our experience and know that your intelligence is open and vast like sky, like clear sky. And all of these appearances, these thoughts, emotions and sensations, we can liken to data, just data streaming. You can have all sorts of different kinds of data. And to know it in that great simplicity, we can engage with the world, in my own experience, in a very, very powerful way. Because recognize that there's a simple choice in every moment to emphasize all of this data, or to allow data to be as it is and rely on open intelligence. And so the simple practice in Balanced View is to allow data to be as it is for short moments, and to rely on open intelligence. Relying on open intelligence for short moments, we open up to this open, vast, clear, sky-like mind. And there are many different talks and practices and all sorts of different things you can find online about mind being mindful. And I can only share from my own experience of looking at them, also practicing them at some point, things like that. What I found was an incredible distinction in my direct experience of coming to the Balanced View training was freedom in the immediacy of every perception, and there never being having this practice accessible in each and every moment. So in each and every moment we can recognize open intelligence. We don't need to be sitting, we don't need to be in a specific room, in a specific setting. I found that I could rely on open intelligence, recognize what's looking vast, clear, open. You can do that again now, just reminding you. You can do that in any circumstance, whether you're walking, running, sitting, eating, dancing, singing. These short moments, they become spontaneous, instinctive, natural. And so this became an incredible distinction from anything I've ever heard of before. The other distinction was that there was constant support. And we call this support structure the Four Mainstays. You'll hear it being shared about, the training, the trainer, the short moments practice and the community. A simple structure that helps us rely on open intelligence in each and every moment, wherever you are. I really see that there was so many things that I was avoiding in my experience, and that caused me to really avoid lots of different relationships. It stopped me from taking that next step of really connecting with someone, being with someone. And so being with our thoughts, emotions and sensations, right now you can test it out, allow those data streams to be as they are. We start to see that there's a true intimacy and connection this was an intimacy and connection I had never experienced before. But I experienced it directly in those short moments, those first short moments of open intelligence. Recognizing this bright alertness that's at the basis of all those funny things like agitation, those things that I have to go away from this situation because I can't possibly feel negative things about my, for instance, family. I can't say that, I'll just end up saying these things, or all of these different situations where I found I was at the whim. I was very much a victim of all of these thoughts, emotions and sensations, which is really crazy when we look at it. When you look at your thoughts, emotions, sensations, all of this data, they're like a rainbow appearing in space and vanishing naturally, inseparable from space itself. Like the breeze and air, these data streams are inseparable from open intelligence. And so whatever it is you experience, we can see this is such a crucial distinction, such a crucial key point, this inseparability of open intelligence and data. It means that whatever you're experiencing right now, you can allow it to be as it is and see that it is bright, clear, potent. It's your direct connection. True intimacy is right there, wherever you are right now. And we can relax and rely on open intelligence and recognize that in just short moments throughout your day. Recognize what is always on, open and clear. What is always on, open and clear about you? There's something that I could see. I couldn't quite tell you what it was, but it started to become obvious and more obvious, short moment by short moment. More and more obvious, more and more real in my everyday relating, just being with people, easeful and relaxed. So this is where I really wanted to see it most, and this is where it came alive, fully alive. In those relationships I really cared about. The relationships that seemed to be always up and down and this way and that I couldn't quite handle, manage. Starting with the relationship very simply with our own thoughts, emotions and sensations. They vanish naturally like this flight path in the bird like this flight path of a bird in the sky, this design in space. And so all of the effort to manage them, that's how much effort you need. Vanishing naturally, spontaneous and free. And so just very simply, the way to test it out in your direct experience is to rely on short moments of open intelligence. Just as you spontaneously remember to do so. It can help to be around the community, to be involved in trainings. There's trainings like written texts that you can read and see that these spontaneous short moments become more and more obvious, more and more clear, natural and easeful. There's no effort needed, nothing needing to be done really. Like bathing in the sun with nothing more to do. That's a metaphor you may hear often, and you can liken it to taking short moments. Nothing more to do. Relaxing after a long day of work. Completely relaxed. I mentioned the inseparability of open intelligence and data, and when we relax, we see that all of these data streams, they're just easeful and can be as they are. Maybe you experience more, maybe you see, wow, there's so much energy here when I allow everything to be as it is. That can be a really you can maybe relate to that experience, allowing everything to be as it is, and then we see, oh my goodness, there is so much energy here, so much power, so much ability to, when I stopped all of my efforts to constantly describing, okay, this thought means this, like the constant focus on these data streams. When we relax away from all of that management, there's just the power to be. And what you are is incredibly powerful. And so there's naturally these unique strengths, gifts and talents. They shine forth, and we can use our energy to what we really want to do most, instead of all of that management I was talking about. I really have to hold on here, because if I'm not careful, I'm going to have some really bad negative thoughts coming up soon, because I'm in this situation again, and those people are looking at me, and I'm meant to do this. I've got to manage it a bit more. Excuse me one moment, I've got to go here and manage my thoughts a moment before I can speak to you again. When we allow all of that descriptions to just be as they are, there's all of that energy that I just told you about is spontaneous and free. Do what you want to do. Be who you are. You be you.